What's up, everybody? How are you doing? My name is MC Mario P. I represent the Violence Podcast. Guess what? It's a Friday. I like we did promise you, whenever the Fridays do show up, it's about having conversations that are relating, relationship level up conversation. Today, like I always do, I'm joined by my co-host, that's Raquel Nara. She'll be coming through. And like we did say, I think we have some questions today. We're going to be going upon that. But before I would love us about to relationship is about what? Over what does the word relationship mean? Because jasanga abantu abasinga nga buli muntu achi interpreting in their own perspective. Buli mu ngeri ye. Ojasanga abantu abasinga nga bamanyi kimunti basenga na bakoja. But those people are only because abali mu party are only sexing. And I don't think relationship is all about sexing. It's about a to be physical, be mental. Sexing is part of it. Na esi jagament choka cho inokubera ngo focusing forward to because let's see how this goes today. Raquel, when it does come to relationship, what's your take about that? What does relationship mean?
Hi everybody, happy Friday. Like he said, I'm your co-host, Raquel Nala. Well, to me, relationship is two things. This is how I define it, yeah? First of all, there's two words I get in that sentence. There's real. You being real with whoever you're relating with, okay? Before we get to intimate relationships. And then there's relating. What are we relating about? A lot of us, relationships, in situationships, the Twitter relationships. What are we relating about? What are we relating on? So for me, to say relationship, it has to be real and there has to be a cause we are relating on about.
It has to be real. Yes. And it has to be something actually
there has to be something
relatable now.
Yes.
No,
I can relate with you,
but
whoever it is.
Because out because someone is able to provide her with something, or someone is able to provide him with something. Never gama about a relationship. How about that?
That's the challenge to society jetulimu.
Yeah.
But tugamba nnyo negative things nga tukula. For example, bwokola maybe bwokubaganya amasowani ng'ogajjayo as a child. A lot of us batugambanga oli musiru. There's so much negativity je tukuliddemu that wetukula and the trauma has piled up. Anyone akuwa first compliment, you think they want a relationship, especially wabanga wa opposite sex. Okitegeera. So because of a positive compliment from someone, you get attached. Okitegeera. You start, you're like, oh, I can relate because they complimented me. No, sweetie.
No,
don't get it twisted. There are people abakuze with good hearts, ajaku complimenting her, and that's just about it.
Actually, I think abantu abasinga je tuntu bachi misinterpreting. Well, I think it's a misconception. Omuntu bakolera ekintu ekirungi, especially the opposite sex nga bwogambye abantu balowooza nti akati ogaya neegomba oyo mukazi aneegomba, but like nga bwokigambye, I think there are people nga bali generous nga yo bakutwala out bakugulira any gift bya bulijjo because abantu babikola, but bandowooza abantu abamu balina amaalo.
Tubiraba ne mu society zembera ebifo by'empangaliramu. There are people ajja kuva ku mulimu gwe maybe yakubye kideal kye and they're just in a generous mode. Abasange a clique of girls, maybe 2-3, abagulire drinks bakwano batandike, or maybe people around batandike, hey, the guy is interested in you. Friend, he's just being generous. Allow people to be generous. A relationship takes a bit. Okay, it takes courtship. In courtship is when you start relating to that person, knowing I can relate with their faith. I can relate with their belief system. I can relate with their financial discipline. I can relate with their sex. I can relate with their intimacy. Okay? Bolabanga oitawo. That is what you're relating with. Or two. Bolabanga oitawo in that regard. You say it's a box ticked when it comes to relationships. But because omuntu akuguli does something and they've been generous and you say now it's a relationship, mutu kama maaseyo and things get rough for real. Because ogendo tu kama maaseyo watandikira ku drinks gweze obongo wakwatira. Mutu seyo akiriza mchirala okiriza mchirala. You like to get intimate a different way, he gets intimate a different way. He likes
njagala genda ku church njagala genda ku beach.
Okitegeera, you can't relate in a lot of areas. Relationship is not just about sex. Lately waliwo engomba abantu je batekawo mbu ekitagwawo, something like that. So they get into last is je baita relationship.
I think zandoza at times gavera malo because buli wosanga abantu abamu nga bagezako supporting their stupid decisions. at the end of the day kukunze gabira malo. And coming to that, twaliko before ku your live, you were on TikTok. By the way, TikTok tuberako. You were hosting us for live ku TikTok yo. And someone came omuwala gwesijja kwogera linnya here ng'agezako kulaga nti alina ebibuuzo that why does it nti ye abantu ba datinga batuuka ne bamulaga nti ebintu byayagala okukola bo tebasobola bikola as in bw'aba ayagala kuzimba nnyumba ng'alina boyfriend gwakwanye sorry boyfriend amukwanye n'amugamba nti njagala tuzimba ennyumba boyfriend ng'amugamba obudde bukyali lwaki ffe kuzimba ennyumba as in she's trying to say nti ye vision ye eri bigger than abantu abamu dating. And we did discuss about this ne mugamba nti amazima gali nti mu nsi muno tugenda forcinga muntu kukutegera nga gwe bw'ayagala akutegera. Actually one of the mistakes that tukola kwe kwagala ffe nti omuntu bamudatinze yeeyise nga nze oba ategeere nga nze.
Now that is called controlling. Obeera controlling omuntu. In a relationship you have to understand that everyone has willpower. Okay? Where there is a will, there is a way. Relationships ennaku zino omukyala ayinza obba nga ayinamu ng'omwami taliiwo, but if your man has a will to grow and develop with you, trust me, there is a way ey'okikola. So when you bring decisions where zityo is ennene, they will easily implement oba they'll jump on board as opposed to imposing. Twawule willpower ne imposing. Abamu mufe because olowooza olinamu kasente, you're going to impose on a man.
Exactly.
Jukira, you're still a feminine figure.
Abasinga, and at the end of the day na blaming omusajja ba na blaming omukazi, but you are forgetting nti omusajja gwamuforcinga okubeera kyatali oba omukazi gwamuforcinga okuba kyatali. Wali abantu betulaba nti basajja bakulu according to the age nogamba nti omusajja mukulu singa mugamba tukola business bwe tejja kukola because yawe example about the business guy namugamba nti ebintu byetaaga sente nyingi. What does it mean? Kikulagirawo nti omuntu gwe weesibako nkireta nkitegera omuntu gwe weesibako tali willing to upgrading akugamba gojagala upgrading.
Exactly. There is no willpower mwecho, so don't impose. Simple. And also, before we get to intimate relationships, the people we relate with in day-to-day society contribute a lot to that. Okay? You can't tell me you hang with friends that are negative about intimate relationships and you're going to get any better. You understand?
It's impossible.
So you need to change mindset. How do you change it? Be around people who are positive, who guide you towards a direction you want to take. Therefore, you will start attracting likewise. You hang around negative people, they give you negative advice, you attract negative people in your intimate relationships, in your business relationships. You hang around with the opposite, it's what you'll attract. It's as simple as that. Then for the situationships, seriously, like we need to court. And with courtship, we need to know what we don't want. When you know what you don't want, it's easy to know what you want. If you know I cannot tolerate disrespect, if a person shows it, then that box is not ticked. If you know you don't tolerate...
There's no space, Raquel, because when we come here, sijagamba nti buli kyogenda okwogera I'm gonna be like I'm okay with it. Nange sijagamba kyengenda okwogera buli kimogenda kisupporting oba to agree with it. Buli mwa akozesa omutwe gwe engeri gyalabamu ebintu, but the issue is one behind it. Abantu abasinga bayigireko. There's no space like nti omuntu mwaddemu ka chance, mwaddemu ka opportunity. Okay, maybe omuntu omanyagala, if I have a list nti njagala ebintu 10 ku muntu. Nonga nti omuntu oyo I think ayinza omachinga ebintu like nga 6. Can tuwasola better that gap about okay omuntu ebintu 6 he can be good about them, then bine bisigadde tulabe how it can go.
I mean, that's the whole point of courtship. When I'm courting you, I'm trying to relate and see ayina kikubye neetaaga. Mukiriza, yes, akkiriza muki. Ensikiriza yange neyiye teziclashing. Okay. As opposed to okubeera n'omuntu 10 years tomanyi nzikiriza ye, and by nzikiriza I don't mean religion. We have beliefs that make us, belief systems that make us as humans. Maybe you believe in feminine, supporting women emancipation. There's a whole lot of belief systems lately, okay? I want to know that. I want to know that Mario believes in self-employment, that if I quit tomorrow, he's not gonna go around saying to people, normally miyaguvaako mukazi munafu asiba asosola njala. Because some people work in creative fields. Some ladies. Nga ye bwatulaawo n'alowooza bwagula omumawe bati, that's a check. I need to know we are on the same level. that even creative thinking is a job. It will take me months, but in those months nja kubeera waka. I don't want you to look at me as if I'm idle.
Okay, for someone, both sides,
Yeah.
mukazi musajja, somebody who says nze abantu abandating oba abantu bendatinga,
Yeah.
at the end of the day I'm ending up being disappointed. What do you say about that before I come in with my own opinion?
Because you don't know what you don't want. Therefore, you tolerate everything. And chances are you are likely to tolerate everything that you've attracted before. I believe so much in the power and law of attraction. Yeah? What you put your mind to is what will come back to you. The vibe you're sending out is the vibe that will come back. You keep saying, I keep dating men who are stingy. Stingy is the vibration you're sending out to the universe. And stingy, it will bring back to you through a man. And you wonder why you're dating the same people? Right. Ekyo nga tukijjeko because that's mental or spiritual. You keep hanging in the same places. You went to a bar in Kololo, now you're in a bar in Boyogere, tomorrow you're in a bar in Jinja, and you wonder why you attract the same people. What are the odds that people of that mindset are always hanging in a bar? You understand? Change places.
Omuntu dating the same kind of people, naye namala nga blaming ate abantu abalala than blaming him or herself. Actually, kyembelieve nga kiri bwe kiti. For me, I'm gonna keep it real and raw. People aba blaming abantu mbu tebakyuka bayisa bwe bakola biki. The fact is, lwaki abamwagala blaming abantu abalala? Because you are not willing to change yourselves.
Sure.
I'm gonna say it again. Lwaki blaming abantu abalala? Because you are not willing to change yourselves. Goyagala abantu abasigadde balivinga obulamu nga gwe boyagala, and we forgetting there are things mu nsi muno nga togenda bi controlling. Like human beings, tosobola keera ku makya no controlling ati ngenda kubeera bwenti njogera ebintu ebirungi, kola ebintu ebirungi, omuntu abeere perfect. And ekisinga otusumbwa kiti right now nti abantu abasinga bagala badating omuntu azifu nti gwe yamutonda njagala omusajja ng'akola kino akumawe wakasaba bwe ziti takola bwe kiti
kankusala ekirimi. That very thing kyoyogedde. We are in a generation that is so self-entitled. We are so entitled. We want people to act as and how we want. We want, when we say jump, people should just ask how high and do as and how we please. We are such entitled bastards. But believe me, you guys, everybody has willpower. Not even God can take that will from man. So the best you can do with your butategera is impose and get disappointed, because however much you impose, that the other person doesn't have will to change.
Disappointment is good. Kunzo, my right, disappointment is good. Kubantu abamu, you feel disappointed. Naye amazima gali nti that disappointment singa ogikozesa as a learning process, you take them to be like lessons. Zigenda kuyamba ebintu byogenda okutegeera by'otanditegedde nga tokoze those mistakes. Let me repeat it again for you one more time.
Sure.
The disappointments z'ofuna mu relationship yo zigenda kuyamba okutegeera ebintu oba okutegeera abantu ebintu by'otanditegedde singa tofunye those mistakes or those disappointments. So at the end of the day, ebintu ebisinga bwe tubitwala as a lesson kigenda tuyamba. Naye abantu abasinga twagala twejudging gundi nankola bwati ne gundi yankola bwati ne gundi yankola bwati. You are forgetting the same time. The more you keep judging yourself, bw'obanga fighting a reality. Njagala Raquel anjagale nganze bwe njagala anjagale.
You know, there's a thing you said about disappointments. Yeah, I guess I want to relate that to mistakes. Mistakes are too human, and that's okay. But learn from your mistakes. The challenge is for mistakes to reoccur and for you to keep blaming other people for those mistakes. That means you're not learning. Whenever you point a finger at someone and you are not ready to take responsibility for your action, you're not learning. You're not listening. That is why it's going to reoccur until you learn a lesson and then move on.
People know
That's just it.
what's good for other people except themselves. People are very easy at judging other people except themselves.
On the part where people know what's good for other people, I guess I want to blame it on a society or upbringing where you are taught to love everyone else but yourself. Okay? When you master the art of self-love, you learn. Ask 3 people to affirm to themselves, I'm beautiful, I'm confident, I'm courageous, without stuttering. Ask them to say it 10 times to themselves. Because they start questioning it. They'll say, I'm courageous. I'm courageous. I'm courageous. I'm courageous. You know? So we are not taught to love ourselves. We are taught to love everyone and everything around us but ourselves. The minute you master the art of self-love, without being entitled, and you master the art of being 100% responsible for your actions, then you can easily relate to and with other people. Please, by all means, go ahead and relate with someone. Otherwise, a lot of us are in situationships, and I want to put myself correct. I speak to me as I speak to you.
Situationship.
I do not speak as an expert. Every time we sit at the Valas podcast, we are learning. When we open our mouths, we are learning from ourselves, from you, and we are teaching.
Yeah.
I always say to people, when I open my mouth to talk to people, I'm either learning or being taught. So yes, please do teach us in the comment section below. Do not forget to do that.
Someone wrote a comment about the discussion we had. Ngagamba, when it has come to relationship, but you know, kola, babi itasma womo sidike. And I'm like, maybe bikola makuru for some people, but let me tell you something.
Yeah.
From a man's perspective, now mukazi oja kwogera ngo mukazi wabe.
Yeah.
If you are good at sexing and you think sexing is going to help you to have a partner who is committive, ngena kuchiddamu oyina amaalo, because tulabeko abantu babanta ba sex workers. Sorry, I'm not offending any person. Bandi badde bakyasinza okubeera n'abantu ababaagala genuinely, because I think if it comes to sexing, baba bamanyi buli bukodyo obubeera mu sex oba basenga. By the way, abantu bamuyita basenga. I think bandi badde basinga obba n'abasajja abalina love mu nsi muno, because bamanyi ebintu bingi when it does come to the sexing part. Naye bw'oba olowooza ogenda kuwooma simanya ng'osirike amalo ge gakusumbuwa.
I think that whole womo sidike works when you are being catfished. Catfished? Yeah. Waliyo omuntu ajja mu bbaala tugeze or any other hangout place, yeah? Omusajja oba omukyala, because naffe abakyala tukikola nnyo ennaku zino. Nojjanga gwe oze ku catfishinga, ojjewo omuntu to go and have fun with them for that night. Naffe tukozesa abantu. And it's the generation we are in.
By the way, I think we're going to have a discussion and a conversation about that. Njagala bagaya abamu bakitegere bo balowooza nti beba playing abakazi right now. Abakazi ba playing abasajja more than they even expect.
Because osanga omuwala yeekoledde buli kimu akiina. Okay? So she just wants to have a good time. You know, sex is a beautiful art in a sense. When you get to climax, in my head, Chendoza, you release toxins. So it's like pressing refresh to your body.
I do agree. It matters because amazimagali nti nebo nabango okola ebintu ebisegaddo bikola bulungi, you good cook, olabika bulungi, the physicalities because ebita. But when that's come to the bedroom issues, if your man ain't satisfied, if your woman ain't satisfied, the fact is again abantu abala. So sijagamante nchulinga out, but still I don't want to say that oyina kwesiba ku ekyo.
Katuddeyo ku point nga sinnagivaako because natandikidde ku that owoma point. Yeah. Okuwoma is okay, but okuwoma won't keep you in a relationship. Why?
Exactly.
I could be using you for that. Ngamanyi, whenever I want to climax,
I call you.
This is the person I call. It doesn't mean I'll be committed to you. It doesn't mean I'm gonna. The minute I find someone else who does it like you or better, I'll be moving on. So please, that whole homosexual notion, you're being catfished, or it's one of the two. You're being catfished. Call it used. So apart from kuoma, there's that whole question of what do you bring to the table? Sex apart, brains. Nti bawo has money, but wezigwawo, what next? Oba bwazireta, what ideas are you giving them to build them? Okitegera. Outside watali oyogera biki ku bawo. Right?
Yeah, I get it. Abasinga baagala kulaga nti kino kiina kubeera nga nze bwe njagala. If a man doesn't do ABCD, ataina makulu. But remember, babyogera bali na bantu balala. Whereby most times babyogera na baba baabwe, babyogera na bakazi, oba musajja abyogera na basajja banne. Tabyogera na muntu yandibadde aina kutegera kyagala ategere. And
I think it's okay. Personally, I have done it. It's called venting. I do vent to my friends, yeah? But venting is therapeutical. You know, for a long time I used to vent to them, and he did this and he did that. Until one of my friends taught me that word venting actually. She said, I think you just like to vent. And then I looked within and knew I like to vent. Why? Because it's therapeutical. Thereafter, bwenzide waka, I'm able to communicate effectively. It's not cool for you to have a dispute waka, no chisitula as it is just because tugambe yogera ne bawo.
Exactly.
No situla ne anger no yogera.
The very same thing chimanyagala okubo. Does it make sense? If I have, for example, if you're my partner might be having some disagreements about our own issue between me and you.
Yeah.
Chikola amakulu to discuss it between me and you. Oba chikola amakulu to discuss natala abantu abalaba outside.
It depends, Mario, because issue ye wejira, it has been building. Mu relationship yo nawe mutukira okuyomba. Tuyinza nno okuyomba nga kye kituyombya. Toothpaste amunyiga kuva wansi. Ate nze munyiga kuva gulo. Nefuuka issue. Naye nga ekiri underlying is Mario tachangambako nti you look good. Bwensiba enviiri, he doesn't compliment me. We have to learn our partner's love languages.
Yeah.
Nze buli bw'okomawo waka, if you're my boyfriend, I want nkubeereko ku mubiri, like sit with you, hold your hand when you're watching TV.
Katubemba ndi mutini nga sobola kusitula.
Nedda sigambye onsitule.
Bangenda kukola nti.
If my love language is touch, doesn't mean nsitula buli kaseera. Kuba nyinza obba omugugu. For those who
katubemba nga siri mu feelings za kutachinga ku muntu, but the fact is I love you. But I would, you know, there are those moments amazima gali nti whereby I believe what you call love at times it fades away.
Yeah.
Siga mato muntu mwagala, but
yeah.
At times you need that time ngoli bibyo, you know.
Yeah, so it goes back to learn your partner. When we are courting, we relate. No manyanti no. Mario's love language is affirmation, word of affirmation. Once in a while, Han, you're smart.
Okay.
You look good. I love your haircut, you know. Words of affirmation, positive words towards your partner. Oba nomanya Raquel's love language is gifting. Once in a while, no more desire airtime. It doesn't have to be a heavy gift.
Gifting abakazi obo batuusa. Yabo yogera ku gifting, I think everybody's going to support you. Yogera ku gifting baga kata your relationship entuufu. But they are forgetting tikiri kyogane before when we're talking about what does relationship mean? What about mu situationship? Someone is going to be able to come and help you mu mbera gyolimu kuyise muri mu situationship mwebuza muri mu relationship. So please pay close attention.
And abantu abamu where we get played is if you're so materialistic, I think we make you confusing with gifting.
Yeah.
If you're extremely materialistic and you find a generous person, bali abantu nga yakola sente ze okugulira iPhone tekimuluma. Yeah, emmotoka ze tuvuga na Uganda atakugulidde 2022. Please, obo busonga butono bugwanga. So nomusanga nga ye they are riding on your ignorance. Okitegera, his generosity ja riding it on okukozesa. So it's a situationship. He knows if I give her this, she will be here. She will dance to my tunes.
Nze ngamba ndowooza y'ensonga lwaki even abawala bagamba that they are physically attractive, abantu kye better beautiful. To me, by the way, the definition of beautiful is something very different. Si bya muntu kera kumacha mbuye kubyeka makeup wanyira that.
How do you define beautiful? I'd love to know.
For me, je muntu ayina omutima omulungi. It starts from within the inside of a person. If njagala nnyo omuntu, if I'm to choose somebody, I want to choose a good heart instead of a good appearance. Nze nganze.
Nze
nganze.
Okay.
I go for a good heart instead of a good appearance.
Right.
The appearance anytime esolo chuka. Abutulabyeko abantu nomulaba nga baba muwanaliro yasinga obulungi ne bukyenkya kumacha ngafunya accident. You understand? I'm not trying to say that nti ate ogenda funa omuntu musome yafuna accident afaanana bwatu gogenda okwagala. No. There's a degree to that. But still, nze ngenda kugenda n'omuntu alina pure intentions about reality eri obulamu.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to dispute beauty when it comes to relationship because I am
actually kimanyagala okugamba nti abawala bwe butaba bali physically attractive.
Yeah.
Abasinga si bali mu relationship eziri committed. Eziwangala ojasanga bakazi ngoli abajerega no kale kikazi kwalo baya kyagala ko, but you forget kiri kyawagambye. What do you bring on the table? Omusajja agenda buy ne takali. Osobola okulima, osobola yako any project kutakali omusajja jayina goma nchi mjagena mubala. At the end of the day ajja kutwala mubala. He's gonna sleep with you, whatever you gonna do agenda chikuwa, but you are just an option to him. Tagenda kuwasa, tagenda kusa
situationship, right? That you know, this girl when watch, you know, she will be with me, she's presentable. That's all you want from her. She's presentable to your friends takuswaza. But at home oinayo mama nachi enyumba eri waggulu, foundation yagenze dda waggulu, oba ennimiro acres ana mwalimye dda.
Amanyi okusiimula ennyumba, amanyi okufumba, ajja kulabirira abaana, amanyi okugolola engoyezo.
Well, no.
I understand.
No, let me correct you. Let me correct you on some things. When I say mama nachi, doesn't mean akwata ekisimula n'asiimula ku floor. No.
Of course.
Mama Nachi is brains.
Yeah.
Okay? She can hire a maid.
She can take care of the house. By the way,
Mama Nachi emirimu agikozesa wano.
Even if
okay?
somebody has a maid.
Don't look at the physique
Even if somebody
alone.
has a maid. Naye nga tasobola ku taking taking a time initiative. Ogamba nti omukozi ekintu kyakoze baba nga banakomawo nakiraba agenda kuba happy with it oba nedda. Abasinga ojja basajja omusajja yanjagala byange jaggwa. At the end of the day, that's how we end up with complaints.
For me, it's not even about bangi bwanakomawo akyagala gw'okyagadde nga bw'okyogedde gye bali ng'afuna omukozi n'atula mu buliri n'atula ku Netflix n'agisnappinga n'agiraga buli omu nti nira Netflix okiteegera omukozi n'ayisaayisa ojjukira nga tuli bato nga bagamba okusimula osimulako we balaba. That's what maids do. Agoba musaala okiteegera they are not about your environment ebeere clean. So in a sense Mama Nachi, we're not saying ugly whatever, we're saying a person akozesa obwongo bwe nti omusajja najava mu wherever whichever hangout place now ali beautiful addeyo owoli ali constructive. That is what we're trying to say. On the part of beauty, I am a fanatic for preaching physical level up, workout, detox, do this. Sweetheart, just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you should be stupid. Have beauty with brains. I can be beautiful and still get married. There are lots of people who are beautiful and have gotten married. Okukola emirimu, what we refer to, doesn't mean you have to physically do them n'engalozo. Okitegera, use your brain. You can delegate, but when you delegate, do check to make sure it's been done properly. That is what is called beauty with brains. But go better about just the physique. When the physique is done, you can't think beyond that. It gets boring.
I think if it comes to the physique, ngabogeza kugamba. Waliwo ebintu byendaba and I just laugh. Nze nganze because njagala nnyo living obulamu in real time.
Yeah.
Tulabyeko abantu ng'omulaba leero baye Miss Uganda baye Miss and whatever. Katugambe this example. Mu myaka 5 wagenda beera wabawala abanyirira okusinga.
Oh yeah.
But if you think your physical appearance is a guarantee okufuna omuntu agenda going for commitment naawe nze ngamba oli mu vacho because abasajja bonna kubalaba bobandingi simobeta bota simaya bunyaasi simaya bikoze bota they see them every single fucking day.
I think
you have to be having something ekiri extra. Lwaki omusajja agenda kulemerako then ogenda kali akaana kali ku university akayina nyasha akayina kya akayina ki. At the end of the day, please like you're trying to say beauty with brain, I think chikola amakulu.
Yeah.
Otherwise bonaga man to go physically beautiful amazima gali ntisigwa sate sigwa sende. So guys, Friday relationship level up conversation, we can have this up to tomorrow because
I mean relationship
tesobola kugwayo but mbadde njagala nnyo at least you brought something in a very good clarification. Abantu abalowooza nti bali mu relationship nenga mazima bali mu situationship. Ekyo nange mbadde sikimanyi nkitegedde today. Situationship temuli mu relationship. So before you complain about your partners, soka weebuuze partner wo goli naye, are you in a relationship oba muli mu situationship?
Can you relate to their behaviors?
Obuyisa.
Exactly. Honestly, I like you said, when it comes to relationships, we can talk about this paka kucha. But again, before we talk about getting in a relationship with someone else, there's something called having a relationship with yourself. Whenever you look for being content in someone else, that's why mutomera. Wakavama in a relationship ogenze mweri, you don't know yourself ngagwe. Sirikirira.
Chidayo wali kukiri kyenkugambyeko before. That mistakes zetukola oba disappointments zokwa mu relationship yo singoze kozesa as a lesson zigenda kuyamba to become a better person or to become another version of yourself. Lwaki singa nkukwana n'onkuula katugambe onkudde mmotoka onkudde kyokudde ki bwe nagamba nti onyiiziza nenkwana omukazi omulala ngenda kukola the very same mistake. But if I sit down nze mwennyini nga neomanyi kyogamba nti sirina makulu nze ndi okubeerawo ng'omuntu ankuula bukubuzi okay mukazi oba yankuula mistake ya mukazi nti wankuula wajja n'ontuuga n'onkuula oba you try to manipulate me in certain way nenkobi wali oyagala gwe n'otambula n'ogenda. I don't believe nti omuntu agenda kukuula nti omuntu muyaye omuntu bikoze bitya. No, tonnaba kudecidinga.
For me, bottom line, everybody needs to take a break. And it's the most beautiful thing I've done for myself.
Yeah.
Take a break. Weeyigenga gwe omuntu. Omanya kino nkyagala, kino sikyagala. Omuntu bwampisa bwati nkyagala, bwampisa bwati sikyagala. Nze ng'omuntu neeyagala. I love my dental. I love my eyes. I love my hair. Everyone else that comes into your life. everyone yenajja okukwagala will be a plus. Okay, guys, leave your comments.
Otherwise, but we will love to know.
Yeah.
What does the word relationship mean to you?
Yes.
In the comment section. If you don't love yourself enough, you can't love. I always tell people, TikTok before, that put yourself in a position whereby you love yourself enough. It's just a bonus.
Let me ask a question and answer this. Munyambe much answering in the comment section. Can you marry yourself? If you found you in another person, would you marry them? Would you?
How they will love other people to be than judging themselves. You know,
that's the thing. You know, can you marry yourself?
Let's agree with now. For now, we can make mistakes. For now, we have our own flaws. But until we accept, if we don't put ourselves in this position, competition.
I have a suggestion before we close. I beg the next time we talk about relationships, we start with self-relationship.
Yeah.
With self.
It makes sense.
Tusooke tuyigiriza abantu okweyagalanga bonga naffe bwe tuyiga, we are here to learn and teach.
Yeah.
So if you want to teach, please do leave a comment below on whatever platform.
Yeah.
Jotukwatiddeko, we will get back to you or DM us and do share your opinion. But allow us vote if we should teach people on self-love. Because you can't give the love you don't have. We can't even start telling you to get into relationships when you don't have a good one with yourself.
How do you expect people who don't love themselves to love you? How do you expect people who hate themselves not to hate you? So guys, that's all a conversation in relationship. But like we say, we'll be coming through every Friday. We will keep them coming through. Let's talk about what does the word relationship mean
to us.
Raquel achogedde bulungi to me. Abasinga muli mu situationship, mwebuzabuza muli mu relationship, which is very good. And by the way, Raquel, I would love you to push something outside.
Yeah.
Because abantu banzi we just come here and twogera twagala kwefula nti fo tuli ba kitalo nga bwe tulowooza. But anyway, I would love people to know. I would love people to know the other perspective. I'm like, what do? You as a person, what I do as a person, as in okubeerawo bakubana bagamba nti Uganda yocha gwenga tosirira nange ngasisirira. So at times when we bibuuza ebyekisiru, there are things you can be able to do and upgrade your game, upgrade your life.
Yeah.
So where can the people find you? Bishop Okola, and let them know.
The Nkola e-marketing. E-marketing is online marketing. I do beauty inside out. Nkola infusions. Yeah.
Beauty inside out?
Yeah, beauty inside out. I advocate for working out, for cosmetics. If you get a chance to talk to me, I would advise.
But the mind obakola ka surgery olinajja nangamba nteka ku beauty out.
No, sikola surgery, but waliwo empiso abantu ze beekuba ennaku zino okwongera ku collagen levels, okwongera ku glutathione. Ebyo byonna mbyogerako on my TikTok. It's Raquel Nala. Okay? Nsomesa nnyo about supplements. It's the trend. Supplements. Abantu bava ku bizigo, bava ku biki. So yes, ebyo byentunda. It's an online market. I love spirituality. In my free time, I love to exchange knowledge and to learn from people. So yes, I'm all for that. Let's talk about beauty. Allow me to teach you what I know. Teach me what you know. Allow me to sell to you what I have. Order for what I don't have, and I'll bring it to you. My contacts are always on there, especially on my TikTok. My Instagram still Raquel Nala. I sell the same things. I put Budget Beauty on my number because that's the name of my business. It has an Instagram page for itself. I have a YouTube channel. I'm working on content to produce to show you results of products, how they work before and after, what they contain. Because mira mpeke powders nempiso ezgena mobile go, so I cannot put people in harm's way. I do my research and I share that on my social platforms. Basically, that's Raquel Nala for you.
Okay. Nzebyange very, very simple. I'm into photography. I'm not a photographer. I love the game of photography. So I work with Valor Media Services. We do photography, we do videography, we do graphics, audio production, video production. So nze abanjagala kiba kyangu nnyo oba ojja kunnoonya era oba ojja kunfuna. That's what we be about. I just love to be around people whereby we can have conversations ziraga buli muntu that there's a possibility we can be able to do something. Sagala bana abantu nze ndi mugezi gwe toli mugezi. I want to be with people whereby we can be able to change our lives individually, as a group, as a community. We can do something. That's what I've been looking forward for. Friday, happy weekend everybody. We'll be linking up on Monday. Check it out. Elevate your thinking, G.